Okay, let's get another last stand going. You're gonna fall back here. These guys are also gonna be incredibly weak. Are you leaving? It does look like at least 2 of these infantry are leaving the front lines. So let's make some maneuvers, capture another port, and I capture all of Yucatan. That'd be nice. Call the Rashidi Emirates. Hayel still staying with the Ottomans. And of course, you're all part of the co-prosperity sphere. Okay, so we got socialist ties. Now, would you please give me guns or something? Yeah, we'll assist the Americans, I guess. What does that actually give us? It gives them 1,000 guns. The French have refused to give support. The British have sent us 1,000 guns. Thanks, France. Eat my booty. You jerks. Also, our cap is more than 100? Yank's promise was 13. Okay, we actually have a cap of 115. We don't see that very often. Again, can we get any more support? El Salvador, you would not. Why? They will accept. Apparently, we don't know. Apparently, it's them saying no is actually them saying that they will accept. So, I mean, it works out in my favor, I think. Apparently, hey, if the AI says no, they actually mean, yeah, sure. Ha ha ha. Oh, the French mean. They don't want to be my friend. Okay, let's deploy this unit right away. Send them straight to the front line. You're still doing fine. We do outnumber the Mexicans here, but we are fighting our way into very mountainous territory, which is a little worrying for us. Not good. It's not good to be in a bad position. Because you guys are now encircled, soon to have no supplies. They're going to try to break out, which means we can actually now fight them and put them in multiple combats. So we love to see that. Send some units over here. We need more guns. We need more manpower. We need more things, basically. And then you'll all be wiped out. We can bring the entire army over to this front. And please deploy here over as fast as you possibly can. Okay? Just bring these units over. Kaiserreich. Did the second victory not happen yet? No, they're now demanding Alsace Lorraine. Seems like they've done a little bit later than usual, but that's okay. It's about 87 reinforcements coming in. You are, I think, our brand new unit, who's basically trash. These units are strategically redeploying up to where I want them to be. And then I want you basically to push, 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 push. I feel like you're all doing a pretty good job. You got 20 to 40 divisions. Escalation 1 is now finished. And we have better guns, which we can actually change this over without taking too much penalty, I think. Follow you up with the 1940 infantry weapons upgrades. I do need to make those as strong as possible so we don't die. Okay, Mongolia has fallen. Assist the Americans, and now let's do prepare for liberation. See if this maybe will give us like some sort of benefit we can do. The units are pulling back now. Have one unit move in, take this airfield. It'll also be in the mountains, which is going to be a nice little province for us. You're moving back here. Like, we should hopefully take Mexico City soon. I was hoping, again, that the Americans would actually push into Mexico. But unfortunately, that does not seem to actually be the case. Maybe one day in the future, but today is not that day. Send more units this way. You stay here. Actually, help push up north. You come here. I'll push here. You're at 91. 92, 93. You should be done in... There we go. Victory's ours. You stay. You stay. Move up one more to a port. The Alsace ultimatum has now been pushed. Germany and France are now at war. The Second Weltkrieg has begun, and we have not unified our area quite yet. But, you know, soon we will hopefully get that done. We have no chief of army, no chief of air force. I don't need any of this stuff. Might as well spend our political power on something while we have it. Like Mexico. We can have peace. We can stop this fighting now. Like, we don't need to keep on going. I just want to form Central America. We're all at war, which is not good. You're at 93. Sure, we're gonna have basing rights in Central America. It's fine. Okay. Denmark has turned to autocracy. I mean, we are bordering Mexico City right now. But until the American Union State or Pacific State can actually start putting troops down south, we're going to be looking in a much, much worse position. Don't really know what's going on in the United States right now, and I kind of, you know, don't want to know. Okay, like I say, well, if you fall back one province, that shouldn't be a big problem. Hey, you, by the way, can you send units into the battlefield? France can also have naval support. The Russo-Ottoman Convention. So the Russians have... Well, Azerbaijan is no longer at war. The Russian, or the Ottomans still are. Russia is now intervening against the... You guys gonna cost rebellion against Afghanistan? Okay. Let's get the encirclement here. Do not be attacking. Just kind of sit back and defend for a moment. Take Veracruz. Georgia's joined up with the Russians. I mean, you escaping here doesn't actually do anything. Okay, we'll do something like this. High Ultra Britannia has ended hostilities. That might mean that the Ottomans have lost the war. I'll join the Istanbul Pact. No, the war is still going on. I don't know what happened there then. Denmark is social democratic again. How are you not dead? You're basically completely surrounded and you shouldn't have like any supplies. I mean, I guess you're in core territory? Maybe that's like a reason? I don't know. It's potentially the reason. Are you not going to actually integrate Hungary into the country as well? You think they would, but apparently not right now at least. Yeah, it looks like the CSA is taking back Detroit. They've maybe taken Windsor. How is Mexico like still alive? It's 76% victory point loss. I was like, you're coming in here to reinforce? Maybe they cheated too? Oh no. Who could have seen this coming? Hoisted by my own petard. You come here, fight against these guys. Let's push our way across the river. We want to get our way towards Mexico City, obviously. Now you should be... Well, I would think that you would be considered in multiple combats, but apparently you're not. Sometimes the game's just weird like that. Yeah, one guy stayed back. Greece has won their war against the socialist. I mean, it's sad for us, but, you know, it is what it is. One free military factory. We want to be a bad idea, but, you know, let's get one infrastructure first. Russia declared war in Afghanistan, because, you know, why not? Afghanistan, they've been at peace for too long. For too long, the Afghans have known peace. Somebody's gonna put them in their place. Who's this? Oh, Egypt. Okay, okay, sure. Okay, Flanders Wallonia's capitulated. Really? Huh. That's actually very fast for them. Keep one guy back. Do a push like this. That makes sense to me. Leave immediately join up with the Entente. I just don't know how you guys have supplies. Seems a little unfair if you ask me. This is join the Reichspact. That's okay. And Poland joined the Moscow Accord. Not a surprise. So Poland's going to be a pain in the ass for Germany. I mean, France actually is already pushing her way into the Rhineland. So actually, no, France is doing excellent. I was worried about the French, but it seems like they're actually doing completely fine. Austria has now intervened into the Second Weltkrieg. I mean, it does mean that the Reichspact, if we look at the faction map mode, is looking really, really good. But how long will that last? How much of that is actually just a facade? We'll have to see. You're almost dead. Mexico City should fall soon. And then we can bring Mexico... I played St. Nicholas Italy, like, in early 2018. We had done a campaign as them, but it's been a while. Canada's gonna war on the British. How are you guys in the south doing, by the way? Brazil is doing well against Paraguay. You should be dead soon, and then we can start moving more troops up towards the north. Please give me all whatever men that you actually have. Oh, they've actually rejected it. Okay. So they actually did reject. Taking too many casualties under our orders. You know what? Fair enough. I have been throwing your troops into a meat grinder, but if you ignore that, we've been doing pretty well. Okay, we got more units moving up north. I mean, how many men have we lost? I mean, I've lost the most men, okay? So it seems like, if anything, we should... Mexico's actually pushing away into Texas. They might end up winning a war against the American Union State. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, the game's paused. I'm not too sure why. Maybe they annex Hungary now? No. I mean, the Chin are looking pretty okay. Now pushing our way into Mexico City. We would like to take Mexico City. I mean, it's like probably the most important city Mexico actually has. And then you'll be wiped out in a moment. 136,000. That's also not including the casualties that they have taken against the Americans. And I would really like for you to die sooner rather than later. Can't attack on any more provinces here, unfortunately. And we are once again back at no manpower. We're at 7 point... I guess our cap actually is at 7 points. You know, we're actually at our cap. We might need to go to service by requirement, which I don't like to do, but it's kind of, I think, required at the moment. So we can actually get more troops to the front lines. How many men am I missing? 12,000. Okay. I mean, it's not nothing. Warsaw has fallen. Unsurprisingly, Poland could not survive being on this many fronts. Yeah, Poland's dead. But I mean, France already pushed into Cologne, Dusseldorf, Dortmund, Essen, Frankfurt. Doing really well for themselves. And now you will finally fall. Then more troops up to Mexico City. And how many troops does Mexico have right now? They have 11 to 41. That's a very, very wide number, so I really have no clue how many they actually have. Also, these are some of the weirdest borders I think I've ever seen for the American Civil War. No real idea what's going on there. But Mexico City's fallen. Puts Mexico down to 40% capitulation. I mean, where's your current capital? Current capital is now up towards the north. Make your front line a little bit larger. Focus on getting some military budget stuff up and going. Get a surround on these troops in that city. I mean, maybe it's time for us to try, like, victory point rush a little bit. Okay, Middle Africa's gonna war on QQ land. Middle Africa is doing well for themselves. We're not going to implode. Let's try to do a little bit of victory point rushing. Nothing too extreme. I mean, how's you worth? You're worth 3 victory points, which is, you know, pretty good. Some men over here. And once you're dead, these guys can again reposition themselves in places that actually make sense for you to be in. Because right now, where you are, makes no sense for you to be in. Okay, Mexico's now down to 32%. You're worth 2%. You're worth 3%. Paraguay's capitulated. Not a huge surprise. Let's see, what are you? You're worth 2%. Okay, keep on moving up towards the capital. You're going to try to fight to break your way out, but it's not going to work out for you. Put you at least in multiple combats now. You can see that Mexico's trying to put more troops down south. American Union States having a horrible, horrible day. Okay, we take another city. We've got Mexico now down to 34% because they took this city back. When are you leaving? You'll be leaving in 1 day. So you can make more men move up towards the north. Something like this. Up around. You're now technically encircled, but I'm not too worried about that right now. You're actually trying to retreat. That's not going to work out well for you. Look, Mexico. I think you should just give up. You're a little too ahead of time. Ah, are you? 376 days? That's not that bad.